Okay, so there's this song that I guess has been trending on TikTok, and it's called Valhalla Calling. It's, I think it's Reagan Iron Bull. Um, he's one of the singers in it, and that song, like, my God. And to make it worse, I went down this, like, I guess, like, rabbit hole on Spotify with him. So I can't remember the girl's name, but he's obviously the main singer. And all the songs are under his name anyway on Spotify. So I went down, okay, I went on his playlist on Spotify, and I found all these different, like, Viking type songs that I love. And guys, it has truly inspired me. So I never really told anybody this, except maybe my close writer friends, but probably a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I started writing a little bit of a romantasy about Vikings. And I've kind of put it off on the back burner for over a year, just because there's been so many other things that have come up. And hearing that playlist, I've been kind of working on my Viking romantasy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just like, oh, yes. If my Viking MMC could sing, he would sound like this. Obviously, Reagan Bowles, like, Reagan sings better than me. But, like, he is truly inspiring me. So, the other day, I've been kind of still working on the Mafia book a little bit. But the other day, I wrote this scene where she finds out who he really is in my Viking romantasy book. I don't even know if you'd call it, like, I mean, it's kind of romantasy. I don't know, it's kind of like paranormal, too. I don't even know. Like, I'm really going to have to figure out how to, like, pick a genre for that one. But anyways, she figures out who he really is. He's not just the hot freaking neighbor next door. No. He is a Viking from another time. And he was sent here to present day as punishment from his father. Because he is a little too, rebellious. Yeah. So, obviously, yeah. So now she's in, like, his time, right? And, yeah. She's learning who he really is. And, of course, he's wondering how the hell she got there. Because only his family can travel. Because they believe this God gave them the ability to do so. So nobody else in his kingdom can do it, only him. And obviously he is the prince of his kingdom. So imagine, like, Game of Thrones crossed with some cute little rom-com. Now keep in mind, when I say Game of Thrones, I don't mean like the gore of Game of Thrones. I mean, like, everything else. Like, the outfits without the dragons, but, like, the outfits, the way of life, that kind of thing. But yeah, I want you guys to go look at this. Look this guy up on Spotify, okay? And the weird part of it is, I was listening to it while I was giving my son a bath, and my husband heard it, and he's like, what song is that? And it was a different song. It wasn't Valhalla Calling. And I'm like, oh, it's Viking, like, music. And he's like, what's the name of it? So I shared it with him on Spotify, and now he's, like, obsessed. But I'm telling you guys, if music, and I've had music inspire me quite a few times, but not like this. Like, I'm being so for real, not like this, to the point that I want to sit there and write this whole flipping book while I listen to this playlist. Now, I'm not going to write the whole book, because obviously I've already, like, wrote it. Well, not wrote it, but I wrote probably about, I'd say, maybe a quarter of it I've wrote. And it's single POV. I know some people are like, oh my gosh, how could you do single POV? But honestly, I go based off the book and like the vibe of the book. Like the book kind of tells me what it wants. So obviously my Mafia series, it was screaming dual POV. With Chasing the Buckle, it wanted single. With Winner Takes All, it was single. And this one is screaming to me single POV, which is what I wrote it in. So it's like quarter of the way done, maybe. Yeah, I'd say quarter of the way done. But guys, I'm really trying to get this Mafia series like underway, and book 2 is doing so good. But if I keep listening to this freaking Viking playlist, my series is just not going to get done. It's just going to be Viking. Like, that is what you're going to get from me next year, is a Viking book. I mean, I think most of you guys would be okay with it, though. I think you would be. But point is, I started the series, and I feel like I really need to finish it. But I'm getting sidetracked right now by Vikings. Yeah. So make sure you go check out the playlist, and you'll get what I'm saying. You'll get the dilemma. Yeah. Let's just hope that this Mafia series can get done and the Vikings can wait. But at this rate, I don't know if the Vikings are going to wait. I think they're coming. Yes, I think they are rowing their way here. We'll see. Tune in for next week. We'll see how far they get.